what's up, ladies and gentlemen? You're back with your boy Muzzy McGee. We're back for another live stream session. For those of you who have never joined me before my session, these sessions, I should just go ahead and clear, are not about requesting songs. They are about 4 things. First 2 things are about, the live stream is particularly about 2 things. It is about me practicing guitar, you practicing guitar with me, and us coming up with different exercises or finding influences that can help us to get from the intermediate to the advanced, from the advanced to the expert, and the expert to the virtuoso levels of guitar playing with the 1 hour, hour and a half that we have to play every single day. The second thing this channel is about is us getting better at improv, using what we've learned in our practice plus the scales and the chords that we've been doing in our practice sessions to work on our improvisational skills, which is an important skill when you are trying to get an audition for a band, when you're writing music, this, that, and the other. So we're doing that to get from the intermediate to the advanced, from the advanced to the expert, and then on to the virtuoso level of guitar playing. Excuse me. The third thing this channel is about is what the whole channel is about. The channel is about me creating music in Logic Pro X, whether it's instrumentals I'm creating for myself or songs, music, things that I'm creating for other people. The whole channel is about me creating electronic music. Not electronic music meaning like EDM music. It means using electronic instrumentation and my knowledge of guitar to create the best music I possibly can. Whether I'm singing, songwriting for myself, creating songs for other people, or scores of music I'm creating, or musical scores I'm creating for people in the realm of short films, okay? That is what the whole channel is about. That is what I'm trying to create, and that's what this whole thing is going to be judged on, including these practice sessions that will hopefully be helpful to you and that will help us progress together. The fourth thing is basically when people don't watch the live stream serves for me as sort of a where I've been, where I am, where I'm trying to go. So that's important too. If that sounds good to you, interesting to you, cool to you, send this and tell your friends about this channel. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. It helps me grow the channel as quickly as I possibly can, which is an important thing because I'm trying to make this channel net zero in the next few weeks, meaning that I accumulate enough money to make this break even from all the things that I put into it from a monetary perspective as well as a time perspective. The second thing I ask people to do is during this period of advertiser-driven revenue purgatory in which I'm currently sitting in, the fact that I'm not involved with the Amazon affiliate program, because from a perspective of the amount of watchers or the viewers that I have, or from the fact that I don't have enough subscribers, it doesn't make sense for me to rejoin the Amazon affiliate program. I tried that about 6 months ago, and I got booted from the program. Well, not booted, like they were like, you have to go. No, they were just like, well, you didn't make a 3 qualifying purchase of $25 or more in 30 days or in 180 days, which is not at all an unreasonable request. I just don't have enough eyeballs on the screen. And it's going to be that way for a while. Hopefully, when I say a while, it'll be that way for the next week. And that's the longest while I want to wait any longer. I really don't want to wait either, to be honest. But if that, so because I'm not receiving revenue from those streams, I ask people to donate using my Coffee account. The link is available in the description of the video, and it's ko-fi.com/Muzzy McGee. If you want to donate to the channel and help out in a monetary way, that's great. If you want to help out by getting involved in cryptocurrency, you can too. I have links to 4 different cryptocurrency websites on which I have been for over half a decade. They're all great sites for different reasons. My favorite one by far and away, and I say this all the time, is Binance. I love Binance. It was not my favorite in the beginning because the fees were super high, but now it's become the world's greatest site. But the other sites are pretty great too. The fees are pretty low, and there are perks involved in all of them. So if you want to get involved in cryptocurrency, you're age eligible, and you just want to check it out for yourself, use my referral links to sign up. Again, this isn't financial advice. I'm not telling you what you should and shouldn't do with your money. You should also be very careful about what people on the internet tell you that you should and shouldn't do. I'm saying if you want to get involved, using my referral links to sign up for the website is totally free to you. It costs you maybe a couple minutes of your life, 5 minutes to sign up. And then if you're trying to get your account verified, I think it takes maybe an hour and a half once they verify all your information, and you can actually start making trades. But if you get involved in cryptocurrency, if you use my referral links, it's like the refer a friend program at the bank. Whatever they offer you, they will offer me. What does that mean? I would use Binance as an example. When they offer you, when you spend $50 or more, you get your account verified, you spend $50 or more, and I think make anywhere between 5 and 10 trades in a 30-day period of time. After that 30-day period of trade is over, they will hand you, or they will send you $100 worth of cryptocurrency. They will also in turn do the same for me. They will offer me $100 because I referred you as a client. That helps out with the channel in the following way. When I am offered that from Binance, when they give, again, it's not you giving me the money, it's Binance saying, thank you for bringing in this client. Here's $100 that we offered to other client as well. Cool. I take that and I reinvest it back in my cryptocurrency portfolio. And because I am using 15 to 20% of my total gains up to $100 next year in my channel, that is how it helps out. Now, the reason I'm not using $100 right away is because you don't take, if you're trying to build a business, you don't take from one business to help the other business, and vice versa. That's not how it works. The business has to self-sustain. The only reason I'm doing that is because out of that $100, I can make that flower grow, and then whenever it bears fruit, I can take some of those fruits and add it to this plant. But it's basically like getting a free plant, okay? And that's not a plant that I planted or spent time on doing or creating or building or flourishing myself. I will help use the soil that I have created to help grow the plant, but the plant itself is not mine. So that's kind of, we're going to use the flower metaphor. That's the best way to kind of explain it. So yeah, if you want to get involved in cryptocurrency, those are the 4 sites. These are the 4 sites I recommend, whether it's Coinbase, eToro, Bitpanda, or Binance. They're all great sites. I've never had any serious issues with any of them. And they are pretty good about promotions. They have fun stuff to do, which is great. So if you want to get involved in that, check out my referral links for that. And the last thing I ask people to do is basically if you don't have money, you don't want to purchase cryptocurrency, you don't want to do any of that, the freest way to help me out, really, is just to subscribe to all my channels across all my social media accounts across all the platforms, whether I'm active on them, like Facebook, which I'm active on. I wouldn't say extremely active on, but I'm active on enough. Or I'm inactive on those sites like Twitch or TikTok. Helping me grow those accounts is the best way to help me grow my channel. Helping me grow my channel will inevitably help me grow those other accounts, and vice versa. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get started here today with the warm-ups. We're going to move through these as expeditiously as we possibly can. It is Sunday, May 18th. I hope you're having a good month, a good day. We're going to get to this, guys, okay? And I want to thank you in advance for asking your questions at the very end. I'd like to point this out. There was somebody yesterday who asked and tried to request a song. Again, I'm doing cover songs. I will be doing cover songs. Cover songs are with one purpose. Well, actually, there's several purposes to learning cover songs. But the cover songs I'm learning are really to try to get people in to do more of these practice sessions, to show you the practice sessions it takes to work on and to get better at these songs. But this channel isn't about learning songs. It's about learning the guitar, which is why we do improv, because learning songs is great. They do help you. They help you understand fundamentally where you are as a guitar player, but they don't help you really write. Well, they kind of help you understand the writing of songs, but in order to create those songs, you have to use your practicing skills, whatever you're practicing, chicken picking, alternate picking techniques, economy picking, those things, to create those songs and to be able to do them quickly, which is what improv is for. Improv is about using that information right away and be able to create stuff as quickly as possible. Whether it's stylistically, it's a Latin American based kind of song, like salsa type song, or it's like more of a modern pop rock type song. Learning these skills and these strumming patterns and these things, these structures are helpful when you're learning these songs. But the idea is not, I won't be taking requests, at least not this year. That makes no sense to the channel, and it's not really what I'm trying to do. We're trying to get better as guitar players. And the only reason I'm doing cover songs is to bring people into the channel to say, okay, well, this guy's doing some good things. Let's see how he's working out. Because people always are interested in how people are working out, whether it's at the gym or, they want to learn how to learn. And for those people, that's what this channel, that's what the live streaming part of this channel is for. So we're at 70 beats per minute, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to start the, this warm up. I forgot who did this, or I don't know who did it, but I do have it saved on my Instagram account. Had a couple mistakes there, but I think one lesson yesterday, it was just with, I'm having trouble with the smaller picks and figuring out where the string is for my picking hand. And again, that's going to happen because of the fact that I've just recently switched to jazz picks. Not recently switched, I've recently switched back to jazz picks after repicking up the guitar. We're at 100 beats per minute. We're going to do the John Petrucci style exercise, John Petrucci style alternate picking exercise at 100 beats per minute. Now we're doing the alternate spider picking from the 1st to the 16th fret at 100 beats per minute. Let's go. All right, 100 beats per minute. Alternate chromatic tapping. We're doing chromatic tapping from the 1st to the 1st to 16th fret at 100 beats per minute. Let's go. And if you're writing me messages now or commenting, understand I toggle back between 2 different screens. So I may not get to it right away. I apologize in advance. Sometimes I have to write in some of those riffs because when I come back and look at some of these things, I should put that into a section. I should do a section where I just noodle around on the guitar. Sometimes I'll come up with these like cool little riffs, little doodads, and I'd be like, damn, I should be looking that up later. Come back. I might actually do that. We're at 100 beats per minute. We're going back down to 70, and we're going to work on the sweep picking exercises. 70 beats per minute. This one's from Brandon Dion. Again, I don't know if he invented it, but he's the guy I saw do it. So, you know. That one was great. No serious mistakes. I would say there might be a minute mistake there, a minutiae, which is when I didn't hit the 3rd string as quickly, or the G string one time as hard as I should have hit it. But 70 sounded good. Let's try it again at 80. Sounded good. There were a couple of mistakes here and there. But again, I'm going to cut myself some slack for the next month or so with it a little bit. because the reason behind it is because I'm working using a new pick. So you can use not a new pick, a smaller pick, and it's important that I give myself the time to get acclimated. Uh-oh. Getting better at 90 beats. I think next week we might actually do 80, 90, and 100. We might do it. We might, as they say, do it. We're at 100 beats per minute. We're doing sweep picking exercise number 2. I think we did number 1 yesterday. Yeah, so we're doing this one. I still feel my fingers slipping. I feel it slipping through my fingers. It has to any time. 110 beats per minute. Let's go. It's 220 beats per minute. Same exercise. Still slipping. I gotta figure this thing out. Maybe that's what the bending finger thing was for. Needs work. I gotta figure that out. I gotta figure out my pick. I'm liking the sound a little bit softer because it makes me really have to focus on the tempo. We're gonna do the scales. We're doing the F sharp G flat major scale at 105 beats per minute and following that up with the G major scale at 105 beats per minute. At which point we will be taking down the tempo from 105 to 90 beats per minute. And doing the F sharp G flat minor pentatonic scale and following that up with the G minor pentatonic scale. Hooray! Excuse me for all the burping. First position, F sharp, G flat, F sharp, G flat, minor pentatonic, major scale. I'm sorry, at 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Second position, F sharp, G flat, major scale, 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Third position, F sharp, G flat, major scale, at 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Fourth position, I'm sorry. F sharp, G flat, major scale, 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Fifth position, F sharp, G flat, major scale, 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Sixth position, F sharp, G flat, major scale, 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Seventh position, F sharp, G flat, major scale, 105 beats per minute. Let's go. And finally, the eighth position, or the octave position, of the F sharp, G flat, major scale, at 105 beats per minute. Let's go. going to go all the way back to the first position. And I've said this before, I'll say it again. I've heard people say position on guitar is contingent upon the fret on which you start. That is so weird to me, because then that would mean that my guitar has 22 positions. And I've also heard that first position is a range between 1 and 4, and then the other one, second position, between 2 and 4 and 8, and then that's the one I use. This is the one I was taught, so that's the one I'm going to use. So if it's weird to you, you want to use a different system, by all means. Okay, it's just about memorizing the keys and understanding where they are. And if you want to call it, you want to call it tomato, it's still a tomato, and a tomato is also a tomato. So it's whatever. It's whatever. Okay. So we're doing the G major scale, 105 beats per minute, in positions 1 through 8, starting with the first position. Let's go. Second position, G major scale, 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Third position, G major scale, 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Fourth position, G major scale, 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Fifth position, G major scale, 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Yep. Sixth position, G major scale, 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Seventh position, G major scale, 105 beats per minute. Let's go. And finally, the 8th position, or the octave position of the G major scale. 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Now we're going to take the tempo down, ladies and gentlemen, taking it all the way down to 90 beats per minute, and then we're going to do the F sharp G flat minor pentatonic scale, and following that up with the G minor pentatonic scale. Coffee. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's very good. It's very good. Let's get right to it. First position, F sharp G flat minor pentatonic scale at 90 beats per minute. Let's go. Second position, F sharp G flat minor pentatonic scale at 90 beats per minute. Let's go. Third position, G sharp, F sharp G flat minor pentatonic scale at 90 beats per minute. Let's go. Sixth position, n'importe quoi. Fourth position, F sharp, G flat minor pentatonic scale, 90 beats per minute. Let's go. Stank face. Did it. Fifth position, F sharp, G flat minor pentatonic scale, 90 beats per minute. Let's go. And finally, the sixth position, or the octave position of the F sharp, G flat minor pentatonic scale, at 90 beats per minute. Let's go. There are major and minor pentatonic scales for those of you who didn't know. Now we're going to finally switch to the G minor pentatonic scale. Go to the G minor pentatonic scale. Start in first position. Let's go. Second position, G minor pentatonic scale at 90 beats per minute. Let's go. position, G minor pentatonic scale, 90 beats per minute. Let's go. Fourth position, G major scale, 105, G minor pentatonic scale, 90 beats per minute. Let's go. See the sync phase? Now we're going into the fifth position, G minor pentatonic scale, 90 beats per minute. Let's go. And finally, the sixth position, the octave position of the G minor pentatonic scale, 90 beats per minute. Let's go. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get to the fun game called Find the Note. Do we need the metronome for this? No, we don't need the metronome for this. We don't need it. Coffee. Don't need a metronome. Find the F. Let's go. We're in standard tuning, ladies and gentlemen, E, A, D, G, B, E, and we will continue to be in standard tuning unless otherwise stated. So at first and 15th, first and 15th is a record label. First and 13th on the bottom E string. So which means it's first and 13th on the top E string. You get it. You're so smart. And then first and 13th on the bottom E string. Yep, first and 13th on the bottom E string. Then we're at 8 and 20 on the A string. Frets 8 and 20 on the A string. To find the F on the A string, the F on the A string, I heard it. We're at 8 and 20. Then back to first and 13th on the E string. First and 13th on the bottom E string. Then first and 13th on the bottom E string. First and 13th on the top E string. Then when we go to the B string, we know it's at 6 and 18. Fret 6 and 18 on the B string. 6 and 18, fret 6 and 18, 6 and 18 on the B string. Now back to E, or the top E string. So we're at first and 13th. First and 13th on the bottom E string, then first and 13th on the top E string line. Just reverse that again. So then 8 and 20 on the A string. Yep, 8 and 20 on the A string. Now we're back to 3 and 15 on the D string. 3 and 15 on the D string. Well, not back to 3 and 15, but 3 and 15 on the D string. Now back to 8 and 20 on the A string. 8 and 20 on the A string, then back to 1 and 13 on the E string. Yep, 1 and 13 on the E string. Now back to 1 and 13 on the E string. 1 and 13 on the top E string. Then 6 and 18 on the B string. We're at frets 6 and 18, 6 and 18, 6 and 18 on the B string. Then we go to the G string. I heard it. We're at 10 and 22 on the G string. Yep, 10 and 22 on the G string. Yep, 10 and 22. Yep, 10 and 22. 10 and 22 on the G string. Now back to 3 and 15 on the D string. 3 and 15 on the D string. Then back to 8 and 20 on the A string. 8 and 20 on the A string. 8 and 20 on the A string. Then finally 1 and 13. 1 and 13 on the E string. 1 and 13 1 and 13, 1 and 13 on the bottom E string. Then now we're going to do the chords. No, we're not going to use the book for this because I believe that I have them memorized. I could be wrong. But the last 4 or 5 days I've been doing it without the book, and it seems to have been going, pretty much fine. I still have some issues struggling with my fat fingers trying to get the chords right and the spacing right. And so, we're going to do the melody, the inside, the bottom 4 string, or the melody, the inside chords, followed by the rhythm chords or the bar chords, and then we're going to end up with the bottom 4 string chords. And then we're going to do the same thing for the G minor pentatonic minor chords. So we're doing the F sharp, G flat minor chords, and then we're going to do the G minor chords, in case that wasn't clear. So we're starting with the F minor chords that go a little something like this right here. Okay, code switching. Let's go again. Let's go again. Inside chords. F sharp, G flat, minor chords, inside. Rhythm chords, or bar chords as they're known as. Let's go again. Go down to, and then, I forgot this one, my bad. I'm sure my neighbors hate this workout because it's just me strumming. A bunch of similar chords, but that's what it takes to learn them, at least for me anyway. Now we're going to do the bottom 4 string chords that sound a little something like this. Code switching. One more again. G minor chords. When I said G minor, I just remember somebody making the statement earlier today about a Lil Wayne song where they said, G's are silent like lasagna. That really stuck in my head because Lil Wayne had the stupidest lyrics. Well, he had the stupidest lyrics at the time he's coming out, but they're funny. Like, now you think about them, they're like, they're way better. His lyrics were way better than the rappers are now. For those of you who listen to rap, Lil Wayne said, G's moving silent like lasagna because the G in lasagna is silent. Anyway, it's not, real gangsters, no gangster stuff. Code switching back to G minor chord, starting with the melody chords. Let's go. Go again. Now the inside chords. Now the rhythm chords, or the bar chords, as they're known as. Oh shit! I forgot this one. And this one. They're right here. One more gain. Oh, two more gains actually. Now let's get right into the bottom four string chords that sound a little something like this. Code switching. Yeah, now we're going right into the lick of the week. So I'm going to go to Antonio Ponzo's thing. I'm going to copy and paste these into the description of the video as I try to do. I have not been good about doing it every time. For the last 4 or 5 weeks or so, I have been doing it, I believe, every single time. And I ask again, as I ask you to subscribe to my channel, please go ahead and do that right now if you haven't done so. If you have an Instagram account, please go ahead and subscribe to their Instagram accounts as well. Helping them grow their channels helps us get better as guitar players, helps us move from the intermediate to the advanced, from the advanced to the expert and expert virtuoso levels of guitar playing. We want that to happen. We want these artists to continue. And if you don't have money like me, or at least money to pay for your channel, and you want to help these people out in the freest way possible, the best way you can do that is by showing your support by liking and subscribing to their content as well as mine. But obviously mine first because I'm number one. Yeah, that's definitely not true. But you know, I try to make myself feel better because I live alone and sad. I just don't have any cats. We've done this one before. All the stuff that we're learning. Okay, we're learning. Move to that. And also, when you play through the video a couple times, it gives them more views on those videos, which is good. Okay, so we know that one. I can close this. I have this one basically memorized at this point. Again, this month and through the month of June is about us learning and memorizing all the ones that we've worked on, because having those in our minds, in our big juicy beefy brains to use at will during the improvisational section is very important. Okay, so it's. Let me try this from right here. All right. Now that we're done with that one, we're going to play this next one from Nello Days Music, which is a very hard one. We know how they go. All right, again, this is a hard one because it's not hard. It's just as you're playing. He plays it and plays with these two fingers. I don't know how to do that yet. So it's like. Now we're gonna get to, we got to get right into the ABC Polyphia riffs. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? I not know was this like, oh my god, oh my god. I went right to 120 beats per minute. Let's drink some of this. $120 beats per minute. Yeah. Let's go to the solo part. Yeah. We're going to 95. Yeah. All right, we're going to turn this off, and we're going to get right into You guessed it. Improv, baby. That has to get an 8. I got to give that one an 8. That was a solid, offering to the guitar gods of the planet. Oh, Steve Vai, come through me. Wait a minute. I feel like Phil Dunphy. Wait, I want to go back because I realized how that sounded, and I didn't think about it. So I had that's a Phil Dunphy moment right there. Wait, I want to go back. For those of you who've ever seen Modern Family. I'm channeling the spirit, is what I meant to say. I'm channeling the spirit of Steve Vai, channeling the spirit of my favorite guitar players, John Mayer, Stevie Ray Vaughan, Joe Satriani, John Petrucci, Zach Wilde, Carlos Santana. That sucked. Mostly because I was thinking about people opening doors outside of my apartment complex, or outside my door. I could hear people walking up and down the steps, and that distracted me. No excuse, just an explanation for what had happened. Ended poorly, but a solid offering as a whole today. Sounded pretty good for the improvisational section, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you who don't watch my channel every single day like you should, at least check out the playlist. Okay, playlists have these videos saved. I don't change too much from day to day, but watching the videos helps increase my visibility on YouTube. So you just watch them, play them, check them out, comment on them, like them, dislike. Well, like them, don't dislike them. If you're not going to like the videos, then just don't put anything, just help it grow the channel. For those of you who've not seen the channel before and don't know what the channel's about 4 things. First 2 things involve the live stream. It is about the first thing, which is practicing scales, chords, licks of the week, things of that nature, help us get from the intermediate to the virtuoso level of guitar playing, and suggesting between all of us as a collective to discuss different influencers, different music t-shirts who can help us get better at those things every single day. The second thing is about us getting better at improvisational music, because it is the most important skill, in my opinion, as a musician to understand. It's not only calls on you to understand the fundamentals, but to be able to readily use them as on command. So improvisational skills is something we're going to do. It's the second part, so we're going to be doing 15 to 20 minutes of improvisational music every single day. Okay. The third thing that I ask people to do in this video is to check out third thing is basically what the whole channel is about. It's about me creating electronic music using Logic Pro X to create music for myself, for other people, and for people who are working on movie scores. 90% of it will be me making music for myself, working on creative projects that way, putting up instrumentals for other people, work with other people, and to create music for other people. That would be other artists who are trying to create, do short films in the area. So the other 10% will be dedicated to other people, including both of those categories. But 90% of it will be done for me. And I believe that that's probably about how it's going to be split up, give or take. The fourth thing the channel is about me, when nobody watched the live stream, much like today, this channel serves for me sort of as where I am, where I've been, and where I'm trying to go, vlog or video log. So please check it out. Let me know what you think. Please go ahead and like, comment, subscribe to the channel if that sounds interesting to you. If you know people who want to get interested or want to see somebody take on a challenge of them creating music that gets them to a very high level, check out my channel. If you're just trying to see somebody try to get into not just an industry, make it on their own, that's what I'm trying to do. And you get to see the whole process, or you get to see a part of the process, which is part of the practicing. So with that being said, if that sounds interesting to you, please go ahead and like, comment, subscribe to the channel. If it sounds cool or fun or interesting, or you just want to bash on me every day, as long as it doesn't violate YouTube guidelines. I prefer constructive criticism, obviously, but if you're gonna, do it, if you're gonna talk about how bad of a crappy day you've had, you want to do it on my channel, as long as it doesn't violate YouTube guidelines and it doesn't take away from, me getting those more subscriptions, I guess it doesn't really matter to me. You know what I mean? Try to be respectful to other people, and yeah, if you're gonna criticize, at least, tell me what I can do to get better. Don't just be like, oh, you suck, bro. Be like, suck, but you suck, dude. But tell me why. You know what I mean? The second thing I ask people to do is, during this period of advertiser-driven revenue purgatory in which I'm currently sitting, I beg people to donate to the channel, because I can't get that particular element from YouTube until I get 1,000 subscribers minimum. 1,000 subscribers, 3 million or 4 million views on YouTube Shorts, because I don't have any shorts up there. 3,000 watch hours in 365 days. I am missing 500 hours, and it's going to take me forever to get those other 500 hours. But I have 500-600 hours left to watch for YouTube. And then the second thing is check out the coffee account. Check out my coffee account. Donate if you want. It's €1 minimum. The minimum is very, very low. I mean, obviously you can't do some cents, but if you want to give me €1, $1, the equivalent of a $1.14, because dollar's trash right now. If you want to give me $1, help out with the channel, that helps. I'm thankful for that. If you want to give me $100 bajillion, I'm not going to stop you. But if you don't want to do that at all, and you want to get involved in cryptocurrency also helps me out with my account in the following way, as I said a million times before. When you use my links in the description for any of the cryptocurrency exchange platforms that I have up there, it's like refer a friend program. Whatever they offer you, they'll offer me. So for instance, if you spend $50 and a company's going to offer you $50 cash back, they'll offer me $50 cash back. And in turn, because I'm using that to reinvest in my cryptocurrency, I will be re-spending that money back into my account, up to $100, or 15 to 20% of what I gain next year, up to $100 to reinvest back in the channel. Why? Because $100 is all I feel comfortable taking out of my cryptocurrency account. And you cannot start a business by using another business to continue to fund it. That's not how business works. It has to turn a profit of some sort, or at least at the very least has to net zero, which means you break even from everything that you have, like meaning everything you put into it, you get back. Okay. I'm trying to get net zero this month. And then afterwards, we'll talk about how we can move up and make it better so that making a profit makes sense. Okay. Because the only way that makes, because I only like to make dollars if it makes sense. It doesn't make sense for me to make dollars off of things that have nothing to do with the channel. Okay. It's not helpful to me. It's not helpful to people who watch the channel. And that's not what I don't want nothing to do with any of that. Okay. I'm not going to be asking you to buy personal clothing that I have. If you want to buy dope stuff that I have, I guess then I'm going to make it available on the channel, but it's going to be useful stuff. So 99% of stuff that I will advertise on this channel, I won't say 99. I'll say 95% of the time, the stuff I would advertise on this channel is stuff pertinent to what we are doing, what we are creating, and that things of that nature. So go ahead and check those things out if you want to. If you decide that you don't want to do it, the third thing is really the freest way to help me out with the channel is to help me grow my other accounts. Help me grow my other social media accounts will inevitably help me grow my YouTube channel. Help me grow my YouTube channel will inevitably help me grow those other accounts, whether I'm active on them like on Facebook, or I'm not as active on them, or not active at all on them like Twitch or TikTok. Helping me grow those channels even though I'm active on it, or whether my activity on those channels, regardless of my activity on those channels, helps me grow my YouTube channel. Thank you so much. I go by the name Muzzy McGee. This is my channel. This is what I'm trying to do. This is what I'm trying to build every single day, and I need your help to do it. I cannot do it by myself, and anyone who says that they can are lying, or they're better than I. But there's a 90% chance they're not being forthright and forthcoming. But I know I can't do it without your help. I've been trying to do it for the last month or last year, and so we're at. I was wrong yesterday. I said 293 videos. 292. We are at 298, to be honest. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your donations. Thank you for everything. And I will see you tomorrow and in the next one and the next one as we continue to build the channel. I love you. Bye. 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 Bye.